Hi, this is Jennifer Jallo-Gat with Digital Publishing Academy and JenniferSpeaks.com. Um, and Jennifer Speaks on YouTube and JJ Gat on YouTube. Coming today to you with another quick tutorial, this time a video tutorial, showing you how to use SumoMe website builders and subscriber list builders tools. Um, if you have gone through any website in recent history, which is last week, today, yesterday, you probably came upon a pop-up that shows up. It's very common for websites to capture future readers, folks who come to visit, so they can, update them on future posts or other things they're selling or other things they're promoting or marketing or the latest podcasts or whatever it is that the site content, the site features. You want to be able to get people who visit to know about it, and best way to do it is through their email. The email is very intimate, but it's a direct way of contacting and communicating with people. Because through social media, people are inundated with information, and so they may not see something come through their social media stream, and then also they have to follow you. So they have to follow you, and you have to post, and you have to see it. There's a lot of hurdles and steps in between for someone to see your content through social media. So the website is the best way to reach folks, and let's call subscribers. So SumoMe is one of the preeminent tools. It's a plugin, and they also have other ways of, implementing it if you don't have a WordPress site. But I wanted to go through examples of the different type of pop-ups because you may be wondering, you may have seen them and wonder how it works. It's pretty simple to integrate. You download the plugin, you install it, and then you essentially add in, just with a couple of buttons, you can click and add in the different tools and implement it. So let's just go through the different types of list builders they have and the different tools they have. So I'm at the SumoMe site, and here are the examples. The most common one you've probably seen is a list builder. So here's an example of one. So this is a blog, and it pops up. So join our newsletter. Sign up today for free and be the first to get notified. So you sign up here and subscribe, and boom, it comes into your site, and you can later on market to this person. So that's a very common way. Then you have the embed. This embed I think I like because sometimes people just close out the pop-up. Something will pop up and you want to read the content, and so you're just like, oh, this is annoying. It's intrusive, and it's in my way, so you just look for the X and you close it out. But the reason why I like the embed is that as you're reading and you're reading and reading, in the middle of the context you see it says join our newsletter. I like this because if you're enjoying the content you're reading, by the time before you get to the bottom, you have an opportunity to say, this is really great. I'd like to get some information on this from this site more. I'm just going to go ahead and drop my email down there, and that's why I really like the embed, and I use it on my blog as well. Then you have the list builder pop up with smart mode. Why this is good is because it will. Let me show you this is a little bit different from the other one. This pop-up shows up, but what is it? Smart. It's more has more AI, artificial intelligence. Essentially, it reads the readers, the content, what they're doing, and it pops up after a certain amount of time after the reader has engaged with it so much. So if I were to type this up, I'll put my email in there for this. I would put this in there. It essentially tracks what the reader's doing, and it reads what they're reading and pops up at a strategic time, not just like just randomly. So it has some intelligence built into it. It's a little bit hard to explain, but that's an option to the pop up that's a little bit smarter, which I would recommend doing. That way, you're more likely to get someone to sign up. Another thing that people use, it's called welcome mat. However, recent Google updates said Google's looking down on welcome mats. Essentially, a welcome mat is like an intrusive, something that pops up and takes over the whole page. And Google says they want to enhance the user experience. So any page that has this, they don't recommend it. So I don't recommend this. I'm going to show it to you. If you have one in your blog now, uninstall it. I uninstalled it on all my blogs. So I used to have this. Let me show you. It's going to come up. Yeah, it takes over the whole blog. And essentially, and it does interrupt the experience. I came in to read this article about this down the rabbit hole, and then that pop-up comes up and takes over my screen. It's just kind of annoying. And the welcome mat is like essentially the same thing, but instead of it popping up, I think it's just in automatically in the post already. So there it is. So it's in the post, in the middle of the post. So it's kind of like that other one, but it's just a little bit bigger. So as you're scrolling, scrolling, get this big thing. I think that this the embedded welcome mat is not as intrusive, because also it doesn't pop up right when you first go in and take over. You have to be reading and scrolling, so maybe make it ding less, and then also it's less, it's just less intrusive, but it still is because it's pretty large. So then the welcome mat with the video background is the same thing as a welcome mat. It's just that there's video. And, video is big and people interact with or engage with more or just gets more stimulated off of video. But essentially the same thing. Then they have these social shares. I love the social share buttons. The reason why I like them is because you see right here, it gives your website some credibility. It's great if your site has already been shared. And if you haven't had a minimum of 10 shares, what I recommend you doing is just sharing your own content, because it'll count your content as well. And plus you can set it to count your content. Or you can log out of your account and then open up, access this post and then share it on Twitter, share it on Google Plus, share it on Pinterest. And each time it's shared, it counts towards this total here. So you want to have at least 10 shares per post, I would recommend, because you don't want to have a post that come on there just one. I mean, I know it's hard to do, but after you post, the first thing you do is just log out and just share it 10 times. And then you click here and there's other options. I mean, there's other, okay, yeah. So beyond that, okay, I guess I closed it out. I need to open it back up. But there's other means. There are more than just these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 2 other ones you can do stumble upon. You can do some other ones. So you share it 10 times. It'll calculate the 10 times. And I recommend you do that for each post. The smart bar is another way. It stays there. It's less intrusive than the big welcome mat, but it's something that's just at the top of your page, and it's just kind of like a constant reminder that someone's reading it. This is, oh yeah, you can join your newsletter, or you can add some sort of other lead magnet or some sort of tool, a template, cheat sheet, guide, or something, free ebook that you're giving away here to entice people to sign up to your newsletter so you can market to them and promote them more later on. And then the smart bar on the bottom, I don't know the benefit of that. I mean, I guess that's great. It's at the bottom. Not everyone scrolls down there, but that's a less intrusive spot as well, because it's the bottom of the post, and as you're scrolling, it stays there until you go up. So I can imagine that gets less not clicks through, less engagement or return because it's at the bottom. But it's still, if you don't want to be too much in people's face, that's a good place to go there. Smart, this is a petition on top of the window, so it's like, this is good because it's not above. The other one, like it'll cover up the about, the sign, and marketing, and you have to scroll up. This one is like on top of it. So I would use this one. And it says, oh, okay, with a call to action button. Okay, that's what's different. So if you are selling something, as when you're selling something that you need to get people to actually act fast on, a couple of ways to get them to do it is through scarcity, showing, we only have 10 left, we only have 8 left. And so if someone, to make them rush and make their decision. The other way is time. They'll say, okay, I'm going to give you 2 days to order and you get 15% off or 16% off. So if you have a CTA with the time, you can put that on there. This isn't part of the free tools. I think this is when you have to upgrade to the next level, you get this. But this is really, really smart and probably great for getting, driving sales for your site if you're selling something. So that's it. And then there's a list builder trigger scroll box. Okay, this is something that just scrolls on the side. As it just stays there as you're scrolling through the website. It's at the bottom right here, pops up. That's okay too. It's not as intrusive as well. So these are lesser intrusive scroll bars. Let's build a cart casino. This again is with the advanced option when you're selling, but this is, you can put in different amounts. It's something fun is gamification of your sales. If you're selling some sort of digital product or web course or services or something, it's a way for someone to get their email, but they also have some play aspect to it. So they put the email in there, they push this button, and they'll give them a certain amount of percentage off. So you get that also when you purchase the higher level. Anyway, so that's it. That's for the most part. I mean, there are a few others, but they essentially do the same thing, pop-ups, but all of them help you get, and let's see the pricing. Like there's a free tier, so you don't necessarily need to pay anything, but you're limited to your first 500 subscribers. Once you go over that, which that'd be a good thing, hopefully if you go over that, you're marketing, you're making money, you can afford the next tier, which is $29. And that's when you get to do more targeting. You have more pre-built templates in, and you have unlimited subscribers. So once you get a 500, you're on a roll. And then small business is you can live chat with your customers. You have content upgrades, discount codes. They remove Sumo branding, the cart casino forms. I guess that's where that Car Casino comes into play at 199, and then you have enterprise level. You can contact them. But anyway, but again, you just started out with free. A lot of the basic tools you use for free. You can build a nice list just using the full free tools. Recommend you starting out there. So good luck to everyone. I hope that's helpful. This is Jenna Bajalogat. And if you like this tutorial, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Like this video, subscribe so you can see more videos, and then also join me over at Digital Publishing Academy. I'll have a link in the show in the bio and the information below where you can join Digital Publishing Academy and get access to other free courses and materials and that I offer on my online learning platform. Take care. Bye bye.